Hello and welcome to another IELTS essay correction. The question today is, some people think that because of computers and mobiles, the letter writing ability is disappearing. To what extent do you agree? So we'll be going through basically just a few mistakes, some important, really important mistakes. The purpose today is that we'll be going through some of the task response mistakes. Firstly, task response mistakes are mostly evident when you are unable to link with the topic. So the topic today has two components. On one hand are computers and mobile devices, and on the other is the writing ability. The writing ability, and you must connect the two in order to obtain the right band score. That is the 7 or 7 plus band score. So do not lose on task response under any circumstances. So let us not go through the introduction. It is very clearly mentioned, clearly written, and I'm sure that there's not much to discuss over here. Let us come to body paragraph 1. This is body paragraph 1. The opening sentence, this should be the first idea. After mentioning, the student has clearly mentioned, I completely agree with this view, as the use of digital media deteriorates the user's linguistic ability as well as their handwriting. So the idea 1 over here is how it hampers the linguistic ability or how it hampers the handwriting. However, instead of that, the student has written just on communication and how it has become faster, cheaper, and more convenient. Now, this is not the precise task response. Your idea, this is idea. Your idea should contain both these elements. Only then it is an idea. If you're just talking about communication, which is not even in the question, it is in computers and mobiles, it's just a component of computers and mobile devices. You're not even mentioning how it impacts writing ability. Writing is a form of communication, of course. However, the question does not address both these elements. You're just focusing on one component, not on both the components. Consequently, this is more of a general statement that suits this place, the first sentence of the essay. The first sentence is a general statement, and this is a general statement. This is not your idea. The idea comes in the next sentence. Such an instant communication demands instant and fast replies to maintain harmony of communication process. So you have basically communicated the idea through two sentences, not one sentence. How? By using such an instant. So what is an instant? This is an instant. Such instant communication, I'm sorry. So such refers back to the previous sentence, and consequently your idea is expressed through two sentences, not one sentence, which is wrong. You should compress this sentence, merge with the second sentence, and create just one sentence for idea. And this is the one sentence. The use of mobile devices to communicate instantly. Now, up till this point, I have just compressed your first sentence to write just a clause, just a part of the sentence. Has increased the need for fast and short replies. So this is the idea. Okay, use of mobile devices, and mobile devices not only include mobiles but also computers, laptops, tablets. So these are devices. The nature of devices are mobile. So please note these are not mobiles. And then this has given birth to, okay, this refers back to the process, the short, fast and short replies. And then the explanation begins. So this is idea one, that, okay, instant communication has given rise to fast and short replies. And what is the explanation? Okay, it has given rise to short and fast replies, but how is it impacting the writing? So people are switching to GM for good morning and TY for thank you. This is fine. Now next is a connecting device issue. The connecting devices are those that build cohesion. So not only this is fine, not a problem. However, moreover is a better connecting device. So moreover shows that, okay, this is idea number 2. Moreover, the autocorrection feature in advanced mobiles, or instead of just saying advanced mobiles, electronic devices. Now, this is again the difference between a low band essay and a high band essay. A high band essay uses words that clearly communicate the meaning. So, computers and mobiles, they are basically electronic devices. They are devices as used over here. So, what are the devices? Mobile devices. These both are mobiles. And these are electronic devices. So this word device clearly communicates what exactly the question is talking about. Over here in advanced mobiles, it is not clearly communicating because mobile over here is a noun, or here it is working as an adjective. So devices, electronic devices. I hope it is clear. Now the next problem begins over here. The idea ends with the grammar rules that electronic devices, the autocorrection function is preventing people from remembering spellings and grammar rules or grammar rules. The remaining portion over here is an explanation. And what you have done is you have merged the idea with explanation. They are in the same sentence, and this should not be done. They should not be the same sentence. So you should clearly express an idea and then explain the idea in a separate sentence. So explain in a new sentence. And this is what I've done. I've switched it to the next part. This feature, which feature? The autocorrection feature. So this is building cohesion in your answer. This feature automatically corrects spelling, sentence structures, and punctuation mistakes. The next sentence is fine. It leads to something. What leads to something? This process, the entire sentence, leads to deterioration of writing skills. Language skills are fine. Writing is more precise. Just like devices are more precise than just advanced mobiles, similarly, writing skills are more precise than writing just a language. The remaining part over here is a repetition of autocorrection feature, which you have already talked about. There was absolutely no need of writing this. It just leads to deterioration of writing skills. You have already mentioned everything earlier. Moreover, and do not worry about themselves. This is unclear, and anything which is unclear, it is vague, and it will not fetch you bands. For example, in this portion which we have discussed till now, devices is more precise. Electronic devices are more precise than advanced mobiles. Similarly, worry is less precise, and you can clarify this. You can make it more clear by exactly writing what worry about what. So it leads to deterioration of writing skills. That is this idea, and skills, since people do not worry about actively improving their language. They do not worry about this thing. So this is what we call a specific explanation. Worry about what? So try to make things more specific. This will fetch you better bands. Now the body paragraph 2 is much better structured than body paragraph 1. This is body paragraph 2. Let us go through it and discuss how it is better than the previous one. Furthermore, writing an effective letter requires the sender to have good handwriting, which is now being degraded due to lack of practice among digital media users. So this is about the writing itself, the one mentioned over here, handwriting. And the idea is clearly written that use of digital media is impacting handwriting, and this is because the explanation begins from here using a cohesion device this, because of the student has explained a number of things, and the explanation ends over here. This is fine. One sentence in idea. Idea in one sentence. Idea number 3. Let me call it an explanation in another sentence. A clear organization of content. Just a word of caution over here. There's no need of writing. Let me begin over here. Text to searching on Google has become our habit. There's no need of saying our habit. It has become a habit. There's no need of using a pronoun over here due to their convenience. They refers to pronoun, so it's convenience. What's convenience? They're searching on Google. So this is something which is important for not using the pronouns at all the places. Um, and the student further explains this in the following sentences. Very well explanation indeed. Use the example of an IT company in United Kingdom with 70%. So the results were appalling in nature. So this is a well constructed example in which writing, the handwriting, the legible piece of writing, which refers to handwriting over here, and the linkage with the IT company, the use of computers and mobile devices on a day-to-day basis. So the ideas are not clearly mentioned in the first paragraph and are very well mentioned in the body paragraph too. Wherever, in nutshell, wherever you have a chance of vagueness, it will reduce your band score. So here, for instance, the first sentence is vague, doesn't make any sense, and should have been merged with the second sentence. This was another form of vagueness, just like the word very over here. I hope you liked the video, and this video taught you a few things about how to structure your answer, how to reduce vagueness, and try to be more specific in your response, just like the body paragraph 2 over here. Thank you for watching the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more interesting videos.